Addison Cunnagin with us and talking Trevecca volleyball and talking Somerset, Kentucky, which is there's a soon-to-be Trevecca Hall of Famer from Somerset, Kentucky, Lindsay Stevens. Plays softball. And you had no idea,
Nope.
did you?
I had no idea.
Yeah. She was great. She was a two-way player, pitched and played third base mostly, and was Player of the Year in the conference twice,
Oh, wow.
All-American. And she also held our shot put record for a while, but she was the only one that had ever done it.
Oh, wow.
But she was a great athlete, and her husband
Oh.
played baseball here. So how in the world? I've asked her this before, and I don't remember her answer. But how do you get from Somerset, Kentucky, to Trevecca?
So I had a late recruiting due to a season-ending injury, and I had never heard of Trevecca. I never thought I would be in Nashville, Tennessee, coming from a small town. And my club director was like, "Hey, I'm gonna give you this coach's phone number," and I got text from Coach Moore, and I was like, "What is Trevecca University?" I had no idea. And I saw her text, and I texted her back, and after a few phone calls, I was like, this place is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I looked into it more, but originally I had no idea what Trevecca was or where it was.
So I asked this question a lot.
Mhm.
Like, you didn't know anything about Trevecca at that point, but then you get recruited and you sign and you come here. So now you've been here a couple of months. What about Trevecca maybe surprises you that you had no clue, even more so before you got here, that now you're like, hey, I like that? Or
Honestly, like, this team and this school is so big on unity and honestly just teamwork as a whole. And so I think what shocked me the most was this team's culture and the actual importance of having a team culture. And that's it's an honest opinion. I truly think that's what shocked me the most, even though, on Instagram everything's picture perfect. But no, it's truly something special.
Well, it is a Instagram world. I mean, it's social media world, but in particular, social Instagram.
Yeah.
And everyone's Instagram account, unless you look at mine's not perfect. But everybody else plays the game of it's perfect and all that kind of stuff. And so then you find out, maybe their life isn't so perfect.
Yeah.
So, but that is important. And I've noticed that with Coach Moore. It is something she's intentional about creating culture and it pays off. So, but you come and you're starting to get more time on the floor, starting to hammer it pretty good. The other day, I can't remember which game. I think it was the last game. You went up and you had this big swing, and the other side was there, and they blocked it. I mean, it was a solid block. And you just kind of shook it off. And I could see you, like, you were saying something to the team, like, yeah, that's no big deal, like, whatever. Came back, like, I think it was the next set. You just, like, ripped one. And I was just like, yeah, that's what you got. As a freshman, that's kind of fun. But were you in the moment then? Do you remember that?
I do. I actually went back and watched it because my mom said something about it. But honestly, my mindset coming to Trevecca has completely changed. Coach Moore, one thing I have to remind myself is she always tells me, if you're going to miss big. And that's honestly helped me. I remind myself every game, before the game and warm-ups, I remind myself. And so my mind says, I'm ripping it. The next one, I'm ripping it. I don't care if I get blocked, shut down. I'm ripping the ball every chance I get. And so it's
eventually they'll start ducking.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, it's good to talk to you. Enjoyed watching you play already just as a freshman, and we got more volleyball coming up.
Yep,
All right.
of course.
Trevecca Volleyball on Flow College.